Today, I'm breaking down the best all-inclusive resorts in the Caribbean. Not all luxury all-inclusive resorts in the Caribbean are for the same type of traveler, and choosing the wrong one, it can completely ruin what should be the trip of a lifetime. I've seen it happen too many times. Couples spend thousands of dollars, fly to what looks like paradise on Instagram, and come home disappointed. Not because the resort was bad, but because it wasn't right for them. Today, I'm breaking down the best luxury all-inclusive resorts in the Caribbean. And more importantly, I'm going to show you exactly how to choose the one that matches your travel style. Because here's the truth, luxury isn't one thing. And if you get the decision wrong, no amount of champagne or ocean views will fix it. So let's dive in. Let me start by clearing something up. When most people hear all-inclusive, they think of one thing: mass market resorts, buffet lines, crowded pools, generic experiences. And look, those resorts have their place, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today, we're talking about luxury all-inclusive resorts, and the difference is massive. We're talking about properties that have been recognized by Forbes, Travel Guide, Condé Nast, Travel and Leisure, resorts where you can't just click book now on a website. Places that require relationship, insider access, and often work exclusively through luxury travel advice. Here's what separates true luxury all-inclusive resorts from the rest. First, the quality of the food. We're not talking about buffets. We're talking about multiple a la carte restaurants with executive chefs, fresh local ingredients, and wine pairings that would impress a sommelier. Some properties fly in Michelin-rated chefs for special culinary events. Second, the level of service. At these resorts, staff to guest ratios are high. People remember your name. Your preferences are anticipated before you even ask. You have a dedicated butler or ambassador who becomes your personal concierge. Third, the exclusivity. These properties are intentionally smaller or designed with privacy in mind. Some have only 20 to 50 rooms total. You're not fighting for a beach chair. You're not waiting in line for dinner. Everything feels curated.
This is adult only?
Yes, more so 16 and over, really.
Okay.
So this is the barefoot grill and full tub. And there's the menu board there. Grill, food from the grill can be taken to the two people.
Okay.
And this is our main pool here. And under the umbrellas, we have these little conduits where our guests can communicate with the bar to order their drink.
And fourth, and this is the big one, the experience is effortless. Everything is included, yes, but it's how it's included. The premium spirits aren't just top shelf. They're rare labels you can't find at most bars. The water sports aren't add-ons. They're part of your day. The spa often includes treatments as part of your stay. The excursions are private and personalized. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Even within the world of luxury all-inclusive, resorts serve very different types of travelers. And that's what we need to figure out. Who are you as a traveler? Because that determines everything. When I work with clients to choose a luxury all-inclusive in the Caribbean, I ask them one question: what matters more to you? Romance, privacy, or ease? Because most resorts excel at one of these, very few do all three equally well.
So people ask, what are you doing? I make these trips for you, my clients, because I want to make sure that it's the right fit. We really look over a variety of different properties to make sure it's right for you.
So let me break it down. If you're planning a honeymoon, an anniversary, or any kind of milestone celebration, you want the resort designed for romance. And I mean designed for it, not just couples friendly. Romance-focused resorts are typically adult only. They have intimate settings. Think private plunge pools in every room, overwater bungalows, beachfront sanctuaries where your nearest neighbors feels miles away. The entire property is designed to create moments. Candlelight tables on the beach that are set up just for you. Private chef dinners in your villa. Champagne service that arrives at sunset without you even having to ask. One of the best examples, Jade Mountain, St. Lucia. This place is legendary. The sanctuaries, they don't call them rooms, have an entire wall missing. You're open to the elements with your own private infinity pool flowing out towards the P-top. It's the kind of place where couples spend 3 days without leaving their room. And that's the point. Ladera is another standout. It's the only resort actually built on a UNESCO World Heritage Site between the Pitons. Smaller, more intimate, equally stunning. Both of these properties can't be booked through typical online travel sites. You need to work through the right channels to get it in. If romance is your priority, you want a resort that removes distractions and creates intimacy. The property should feel like it exists just for the two of you. Now, privacy-focused resorts are a different animal entirely. These are for travelers who don't just want luxury, they want to disappear. No crowds, no resort entertainment teams, no schedules, just you, your space, total seclusion. Privacy-focused resorts tend to be smaller properties, sometimes only 20 to 50 accommodations total. They're often built to hillsides or tucked away on private peninsulas, and the design philosophy is simple. You should feel like you're the only one there. A perfect example is Boaza Luxury Resort in Caicos. This property was just named the #1 resort in the Caribbean by Travel and Leisure in 2025. It's small, it's exclusive, and every villa has its own private pool. The staff knows your name from day one. Your meals can be served wherever you want. Your villa, the beach, a private cabana, it doesn't matter. Everything is fully customized. Another incredible option is Spice Island Beach Resort in Grenada. This is the resort that basically invented luxury all-inclusive concept in the Caribbean. It's a 5-star, 5-diamond property where every detail is bespoke. The Hopkins family owned it for decades, and their philosophy is simple: make every guest feel special, not like a number, like family. Empress Key in Turks and Caicos takes privacy to another level entirely. This is a private island resort. You fly in separately from the Providenciales on a private charter. The property only has a handful of beachfront bungalows, each with its own private pool, world-class bone fishing right off the shore, a level of seclusion that's almost impossible to find anywhere else in the Caribbean. If privacy is your priority, you're looking for boutique resorts with villa-style accommodation and personalized service that makes you feel like the resort was built just for you. These are the properties where they remember how you like your coffee on day 2. Finally, ease-focused resorts. These are the properties where you don't have to think about anything. Everything is handled. Every decision is made easy. It's true, all-inclusive, in the most seamless way possible. Ease-focused resorts are perfect for families, groups, or travelers who just want to show up and let the resort do the work. You're not planning excursions. You're not researching restaurants. Everything you could possibly want is on the property, and it's all included. But here's the key difference in the luxury tier. Ease doesn't mean generic. It means a property that anticipates your needs before you voice them. You might have 6 or 7 different restaurants on a property, each with its own executive chef and distinct culinary concept. You might have kids clubs that feel more like private academy than babysitting. You might have water sports, tennis, golf, spa treatment, and cultural experiences all included without feeling like you're at a theme park. If ease is your priority, you want a resort that handles everything and does it at a level that still feels exclusive. Not stress, no decisions, just show up and let the property take care of you. So now you know the 3 categories, but which islands should you even be looking at? Let's break it down by destination by destination. All right, let's talk islands because the Caribbean is huge. And while there are incredible luxury all-inclusive options across many destinations, I want to focus on 4 islands that consistently deliver world-class experience. One of the biggest mistakes that I get asked about all-inclusive resorts, many people feel that every island has luxury all-inclusive resorts, and that's not the case. I'm going to walk you through what to expect for each destination and what kind of luxury all-inclusive experience you'll find there. Jamaica is a first island in the Caribbean when it comes to luxury all-inclusive option. You've got everything here. You have romance, privacy, ease, all of it. What makes Jamaica special is the blend of natural beauty, authentic culture. You're not just staying at a resort. You're experiencing an island with real soul. The Blue Mountains, Dunn's River Falls, Bob Marley's legacy, jerk chicken that'll change your life. For romance, you're looking at intimate properties tucked into private coves, often with their own stretch of beach. Adult-only sanctuaries where the only sound is waves and reggae in the distance. For privacy, there are estate-style resorts and villa properties where you can have your own staff, your own pool, your own everything. I've had clients stay at properties where they don't see another guest for 3 days straight.
How are you doing, sir?
Great.
Welcome.
Great. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Chef has recently joined us, like it's just 2 months now? 2 months. And I'm here for 3 months now.
Oh, wow, so everybody's new.
We are just taking this place next level.
Well, that's what we're preparing for. So we know that the new Atlanta market is getting ready, and we need more of a chic, contemporary style.
Right.
And that's why I was told to come and visit you guys to see, what you had to offer.
Well, we have a lot to offer. We're going live with new things on the menus.
Right.
Yeah, we're changing that.
What type of cuisine should I be looking
Well,
for?
I am really classic French
All right.
oriented, Italian, Spanish. But
Okay.
the last, I cooked 2 Michelin stars for 27 years.
Oh, wow.
But it was because originally from Morocco. I did a twist of Moroccan foods, Moroccan spices.
Well, we love the tangines in Morocco. Yeah.
And here we are doing a little bit more Creole islands.
All right. Okay. So we're here at the Round Hill in Jamaica. It is a beautiful boutique property. It has some villas and some hotels. The best thing about this is what they call quiet luxury. Yeah, very quiet luxury. Very exclusive. It is definitely different and unique from the other properties, maybe the mass market, the all-inclusives. For ease, Jamaica has properties that perfect the art of effortless luxury, where everything from the airport transfer to your last dinner is handled seamlessly, yet still feels exclusive and personalized. Jamaica gives you options, and it's easy to get from most major U.S. cities, but more importantly, it gives you culture and it's authentic, something you won't find on more polished items. We're at the famous Jade Mountain. We're in room JE3. It is a beautiful, beautiful room with views of the Tetons. Great. St. Lucia is the honeymoon island. If romance is your vibe, this is where you go. The Tetons, those twin volcanic peaks, create a backdrop that's almost spiritual, and the resort has a design that you could take full advantage of. This is an island where luxury all-inclusive means walking up to views that don't feel real, where your room might have 3 walls instead of 4, because the 4th wall is a view. When you have your own plunge pool that seems to flow directly into the Caribbean. Properties like Jade Mountain and Ladera are bucket list destinations. These aren't resorts you stumble upon online. They are experiences you plan for, dream about, save for. The dining at the properties is exceptional. You're talking farm to table Caribbean cuisine using ingredients grown on site, wine cellars that would make Somalians jealous, and every meal can be served in your own sanctuary if you prefer. But beyond the headline resorts, St. Lucia has boutique properties throughout the island that delivers intimate, adult-only experiences with the signature St. Lucian warmth and natural beauty. St. Louis is for couples who want nature to be part of their love story. This is dramatic, emotional, unforgettable luxury. Turks and Caicos is luxury with a capital L. This is where you go when you want the best beaches in the Caribbean, and I mean the best. Grace Bay Beach consistently ranks as one of the top beaches in the world. The water is unreal, the kind of turquoise that looks Photoshopped, but it isn't. The sand is powder soft, and the resorts here, they know they're sitting on gold. Turks and Caicos luxury is polished and pristine. This is where you go when you want everything to be perfect. The service is impeccable. The properties are immaculate, and there's a level of refinement here that feels effortless. You also have access to private island experiences here. Properties where you take separate charters to reach total seclusion. These are the kind of places where you can truly disappear, surrounded by nothing but turquoise water, white sand, and world-class service. Even on the main island of Providenciales, you'll find intimate, boutique, luxury, all-inclusive properties that deliver grace-based, stunning beaches with highly personalized service and exclusive experiences. Turks and Caicos is for travelers who want the most beautiful beaches on earth paired with world-class luxury. It's polished, it's pristine, and it's absolutely stunning. The Dominican Republic is the most accessible Caribbean destination from the U.S., and it's also where you can find incredible luxury at a better value. Now, the DR has a lot of mass market resorts, but it also has some truly exceptional high-end properties that deliver genuine luxury. The key is knowing which areas to focus on. Cap Cana, for example, is an exclusive enclave in Punta Cana that has home to some of the most sophisticated properties in the Caribbean. Outside of Punta Cana, there's Casa de Campo. It's a legendary resort community that's been attracting elite travelers for decades. The luxury all-inclusive experience here can rival anywhere in the Caribbean. World-class spas, championship golf courses designed by the biggest names in sports, private beach clubs, gourmet dining that would impress even the most discerning palate. You're also close to incredible cultural experiences. Santo Domingo, Colonial Zone, the Somalia Peninsula, natural beauty, the art, cigar culture, everything on the island. The DR is for travelers who want luxury without paying ultra-premium prices of some of the other Caribbean destinations. You can still get exceptional quality, service, and experience. You just need to know where to look. So those are the 4 islands I recommend focusing on for luxury all-inclusive experience. But before you book, let me tell you about the biggest mistake I see people make. All right, real talk time. I've been doing this long enough to see the same mistake over and over again, and it's the one that costs people the most. Choosing based on Instagram photos instead of actual experience fits. Here's what happens. Someone sees a gorgeous photo of an overwater bungalow or an infinity pool at sunset. They think, that's the one. They book it, they show up, and then they realize the resort is massive and crowded. Or it's designed for families and they wanted romance. Or it's a remote location and they wanted to explore the island. Or the service doesn't match the 5-star photo. Instagram shows you moments, a single, perfectly curated moment. It doesn't show you the experience, and that's what actually matters. A photo of a plunge pool tells you nothing about whether you'll have privacy. A sunset shot tells you nothing about the quality of service. A food photo tells you nothing about whether there are 6 restaurants or 2, or whether the restaurants actually deliver on the promise. I've had clients come to me after they booked somewhere based on Instagram, and they ask, can you fix this? This isn't what we thought it would be. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't, but the best time is to get it right before you book. And that's where working with someone who knows the properties firsthand makes all the difference. So how do I actually match the clients to the right resort? It's not about showing you a list of properties and let you pick based on photos. It's about understanding who you are as a traveler first. I asked about the occasion, your travel styles, what's non-negotiable for you, how you actually define luxury, because that's the difference for everyone. Then I match you to the properties I know firsthand, properties I have relationships with.
So sometimes people ask me, what makes me different? What makes me different from any other advisor, or why should I even go with you? And the reason is, it's because of our relationships. We have some of the best relationships with some of the top travel suppliers that give you exclusive experiences. This particular place sells for, let's just say, over $15 million, and the ones we sold or looked at before were selling for over $22 million. You're able to get the same experience without paying all of that money. So why not enjoy it?
That's when the real value shows up. Everything from complimentary upgrades, resort credits, VIP welcome amenities, early check-ins, late checkouts, access to exclusive experiences that aren't even advertised online. Look, choosing the right luxury all-inclusive resort in the Caribbean isn't about picking the most expensive one or the most Instagrammable one. It's about choosing the one that fits you, your style, your vision, your definition of what makes the trip unforgettable. And if you're not sure which one that is, that's exactly where I come in. If you're ready to plan a luxury Caribbean getaway and you want expert guidance to make sure you choose the right resort, click the link in the comments to book a complimentary consultation with Showtime Travel. Tell me your vacation goals, and I'll match you to the experience that actually fits. Remember, you deserve a luxury vacation. And if this video helps you, hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot more things coming. Luxury doesn't have to be confusing. It just has to be done right.